Hello and welcome to Crafty Learns Programming in Java. Today looking at more methods, yes, and especially parameters. So let's get started by creating a class, and we're gonna call it parameters. Oh, I forgot to put convention. Forgot it. Always got to go with convention. Bloody convention. It's the death of us all. Okay, so we're going to basically start. I want to add two numbers, but I want to choose the numbers at the time of running instead of beforehand. So we're going to do a little method. Public, we're going to do void, because void doesn't matter, we're not returning anything. And we're going to call it add two numbers. Simple enough. And the parentheses, which are going to be important. So I want two numbers here. So I'm going to put int number one. Let's do it properly. And we're going to put int number 2. If I can do that properly as well. So what we've done is we've put something in these parentheses. So these parentheses have a purpose, and the purpose is to put parameters. And this helps you make your methods a bit more. I don't know what the word would be. Strange. I lost for words. You know, more accessible, more varied, whatever you want to call it. So I want to get number 1 and I want to add number 2. So I would just do number, and I'm control and space. Where's number 1? Ah, it's not number. It's, oh my god, I'm going stupid. Number 1 plus number 2, and we have to have another, we have to put a thing here, another int, because we want to print it out. Int sum. Alright, so we're going to say sum equals number 1 plus number 2. I've just realized how unfortunate I've named them. You had a number 1 and a number 2. Well, so we're going to put out sum here. And there. Basically, this is it. Okay, so I'm going to just make a new object. Oh, we've got a loopy object. So it's parameters, control space, param, and name the variable, create it, control space, create it, and then we're going to call the method. Now we're going to put the numbers in here. So let's just pick some random numbers, space, that's your, what do you call it, your tab, and close it with a bracket. And we're going to save that, and we'll have to save the parameters as well, so it works, and we're going to run it. Hey, and there we go. That's what it is. That's the number. Let's just do it with some stupid numbers that you can recognize, because unless you got a calculator, 10 plus 4, and we run it. 14. So what we've done is we've given the choice to the user, instead of having to give it to somebody else. Okay, so we've created a method. We've put two parameters. One is one number, one is another number. Okay, and we've created a new int with a sum, and we haven't initialized it, because we initialize it here when we do the actual equation, and then we print it out. Simple as that. So there's a basic addition calculator for you. It's nothing too difficult. You just have to remember that whatever you put in here, you have to use somewhere. In here. And you can pass many, they say passing, you're passing parameters. You have to remember this is the jargon. So you're passing two numbers through. So you're passing this number and this number. Okay. And this is the basics of putting parameters into thingy, and it's not too bad. It's one of the less difficult things, I think. So to really show it, we're gonna revisit our BMI calculator. Oh yes, yes. Let's remember this little project. If you haven't seen it, please watch the side project, and hopefully we can improve on it. Because if you see here, we're repeating, and repetition is not good, right? Okay, and this is what we want to avoid. So we're gonna create a new class and put improved BMI. Let's just do that. Okay, improved, and we're going to copy and paste some things. So we're going to copy all this. All right. So if you want to follow along, please do. Improved BMI. So we have some things in here. Now we have our calculate method. Let's just stick this here. Now we need to improve this, because don't worry about the errors, because we're doing if it start, it goes to one method, and if it does that, it goes to another method. So we want to create one method with a parameter. Okay, and the method will be called public void results. And we're going to create a new data type up here. We're going to call it, we're going to do a boolean, and we're just going to call it metric. So if it's metric, it'll be true. If it's imperial, it'll be false. Okay, so instead of these two methods, okay, we're going to put the boolean. So metric, if it's metric, it's true. So equals true. And semicolon. Always remember that. Oh. And if it's metric, if it's imperial, metric equals false. Okay. Now we've put this here outside of the method, because when we bring, there's the BMI calculator, we're going to bring one of these methods in here. Okay, let's just bring the metric method, because we don't need both of them. No, we don't need, where is it? We don't need the actual method, just there. Okay, so we'll do that. So that's your results. But we'll have to pass the boolean. Metric. Okay. Oh, forgot to put that in there. So there you go. So we're gonna do this. So we have to change this a little bit. No. So we're going to do another if statement. If metric and we'll have to put that outside, don't we? There we go. else, we have to put that, and we have to do another one. It's using a bit, oh, we're getting a bit tricky now, aren't we? We have to find the other calculation, which is this. And we're going to stick that in there. So it's saying, basically, we're passing this metric boolean. We're getting this by saying, do you want an M? And I haven't tried this out, so don't think think it's true. We're going to pass it in. So if it's if metric is the one we choose, then it'll do this. Okay. And then else, if it's imperial, it should print this one out. Okay. And then we go into all these else if statements. Alright. So we're going to call this results here. And we're going to stick oh, it already puts it in for you. So oh, I'm a bit weary. I don't know if this will work. So let's go here. And let's oh, that's parameters. We really don't want parameters. Now we want improved BMI equals imp. They get shorter and shorter, these words. New improved. Oh, it's like an advert. New improved. Imp dot calculate BMI. Okay, so let's just have a look. So the improved one, we get this. So this creates this little method by using a boolean, tells us if the answer is M, it's true. If it's I, it's false. So if it's true, if metric is true, do this calculation. Otherwise, do this one. So that's. Oh, I'm a bit trepidant. Let's try it. So let's go for imperial first, just to see if it works. Oh, let's say 500 pounds. Height 50 inches. Oh, I'm morbidly obese here. So that works. Let's run it again and try metric. So kilograms, I don't know, 90, and let's put 80. No, 80 meters. No, let's put 2 meters. A healthy weight. Ooh, no, 90 kilos. Healthy weight. That's good. That's spot on, actually. 22.5. So if you're 2 meters and 90 kilograms, well, you're doing well. So let's go back and have a look. Yeah, and it worked first time. Look at that. So that's how we do. We added a boolean. We took this old BMI calculator with, now it had redundant methods. Two methods for metric and imperial. Okay, and then when you see that you can repeat something, you know you're not doing it right. I think that's the rule of thumb. So we took that and we created a results method. And instead of typing this out twice, we put an if statement. So for example, we got the, do you want to calculate this in metric or imperial? If you press M, the boolean sets itself to true. Now if it's true here, it'll set off this this, it's not a method, this calculation, or this program part. If not, if it's imperial, it'll set off this program part, and then it'll pass the BMI to here, and then the results, because these results were the same whether it was metric or imperial. The important thing was this BMI number. Okay, I mean, we could knock this out and pass the BMI. Well, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, just to be a bit of a dick. BMI results. let's do a thing. Just to show you how to pass more parameters. Public void print results. And the BMI, what is the BMI? Is a double, so we need to put. Oh, I forgot convention. Slapped me on the wrist. So we need a double in here. Double BMI. And we're going to take all this. So we don't need to put it there, and we can stick it in another method. Okay. Now we have a bit of a problem here, because this doesn't know if it's this BMI. So we're gonna do a little thing. To use a little thing called this, and we're gonna BMI equals BMI. So this is this, right? This BMI, this one up here, is the same as this, because now we've got this BMI should be the same as that one. Okay, and it should all calculate the same. So we have to use this method. So we're going to do, what was the method called? Print results. BMI. And you see it uses this one, so we have to tell it that this BMI is the same as that one. Let's hope this works. I didn't want to get into this. Oh god, bad joke, sorry. Let's just run it. So so blah de blah, blah de blah. I'm underweight. Okay. And imperial I. Oof. Oh, no. How did that go there? No. Inches 60, 655. I'm underweight again. But it's worked. It's taken the BMI and we've got, it's a bit more structured. So we've got our results, we've got our print results, and we can use these methods in other things if we wanted to. If you want to just calculate a BMI in as part of another thing, we can use this. If we want, if you just want to choose a metric, and really what we should do is, I'm going to do another one. Just do it. No, I don't know whether to introduce this. No, we'll just, no, not yet. Public void BMI. Just to make it a bit cleaner for everything. So I'm going to take these two methods and I'm going to type cal. So it goes, it calculates the BMI, it hits the results and it prints it. So it should be the same. Oh no, hold on. We've got to change it. Stop that. We're going to change this method, BMI. And now we can run it. So it should be the same. Let's say imperial. 240, 72. It's going to be obese. What if you got muscles? Are you considered obese then? I don't understand that. You know, you're a big muscly guy. You're 6 foot, and you're like, wow, 240 pounds of muscle, and you're overweight. I think this BMI thing's a bit rubbish, like. So you see what we've done. Let's have a look. we've taken the old BMI calculator and we've split it. It had a redundancy. It was printing out two things. Okay, and we wanted to use some parameters. So instead of, we had two different choices to make with the BMI, either metric or imperial. So we used a Boolean to see whether it was true or false. So if it was metric, it's true, and if imperial, it's false. So we passed that to the results method. So let's make it a bit cleaner. Ah, yes, I like cleanliness. Don't know why, I'm very scruffy, but here I like to have it looking clean. So if the metric is true, it'll fire off this, and that'll come up here. But if it's imperial, if it's false, it'll just default to the else statement. Okay, and fire off the imperial. Then it takes that BMI, this result, and it passes it to here. Because what we've done is we've put results metric. So it calculates all this. It gets that metric variable, Boolean variable, and puts it in there. And that decides what you've done. And then from this one, it's got to find at the end, it calculates here the BMI, and whichever one you use goes into this method, and that prints out the results. So this BMI, blah, blah, blah. Your BMI is this. Okay, and that does that, you see. But I had to put this little statement in. This is probably the funny one, because if you're naming the variables the same, like one here and the one here, I mean, I could name this something else, but this has to be what I put here. I know it sounds strange. So we have to say that this one at the top is the same as this one. So it equals the same. And this is what this word is. Okay, don't worry but too much about that. It's not that important now. Later on it will be for all those programmers. But there you get the measurement of it. And by using this little program, you can see how we can structure it better. We can get rid of redundancy. We didn't have to print this out twice, and we could put the calculations. Technically, we could. This is redundant as well. We could maybe do that into a thing, because we're doing that twice, but we're just changing that. But try that if you want. I think that'd be a good project for you. See if you can get that. Because look, we're doing weight next double, height next double. We're getting all these numbers and we're repeating them. So there's redundancy again, I've just noticed. So there's your little project at home. Maybe I'll show you next time. Maybe I won't. Depends. So okay, I hope you've got something out of these parameters. They're very good and they're very useful, and you'll be using them a lot. These are just basic ways. Eventually you can add objects into them, pass different things that we haven't learned yet. But you have to introduce it early, I think. You have to learn about it early. You see that, look, and they've passed something here. Okay, if you go to main, they've got a parameter in here. So we've already seen them, but we just didn't realize. So there you go. Hope you get something out of it and learned along the way. And I'm learning a lot. I'm very, very into Java at the moment. Love it. Good programming language. Easy to understand because of the English. Thank God I'm English. Must be difficult if you're not English. Okay, well, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next lesson or class or whatever you want to call these things. I don't know. Bye bye.